welcome to Place Bell for a Friday night tilt between the top two teams in the league as Montreal faces off at home against Minnesota. The Frost sit atop the standings. Defender Sophie Jakes is back from injury, and it's been a strong return with 1 goal and 1 assist against Montreal on Sunday. Starting goaltenders Nicole Hensley returns to the crease. Her last game January 2nd against Boston. She won her last 2 starts. This is her first time seeing Montreal this season. And at the other end, Anne-Renee Desbiens will get the start she last saw Minnesota when these two teams saw each other December 28th. She stopped 22 of 24 shots in that game to earn the 3-2 victory. Expect her to start, I would think, this Sunday on the next TakeOver Tour game Chero in Quebec City. Red coach Corey Chevry, she's liking the details to her game. And for Ken Klee, 1 more game and then they'll return home. A warm welcome here for the Montreal Victoire as they are back in their own barn, ready to get going and look to take down Minnesota, the top team in PWHL right now. Poulet and Kelly Panic going at it in the face-off. Dawn Poulet will win it back to Kayla Barnes. Here alongside Anna Wilgren here tonight. Quick pass up for Jen Garner on the outside. Her quick shot needs an early save by Nicole Hensley. Gardner had herself a nice warm welcome. Vancouver, that TakeOver Tour game. Surrey, BC native. It's Poulet looking for space. Puck gets redirected to the near side. Abby Boreen scoops it up first. It's her pass down low. Gardner recovers. Taking a look to the blue line for Kayla Barnes, who gets a quick wrist shot off the backboards.
You see the low zone play, and Montreal Victoire will certainly look to forecheck. They'll want 2 down low. It's where they do their best work and create chances off of that forecheck.
Montreal has taken part in the last 3 TakeOver Tour games, so back home they are. First home game since December 30th. Won 2 of the 3 games here at Place Bell this season as Kristen O'Neill tries to break this puck out. Minnesota regroups at centers. Flaherty goes D to D.
Corey Chevry talked to us pregame about that neutral zone play, wanting to take away the speed of this Minnesota team. With the likes of Heisey and Kendall Coyne-Schofield, they certainly have some zip to their game, and they'll look to be played very direct and off the rush.
Yeah. Centering pass now, Taylor Heisey with the look. She'll hold a quick wrist shot off the back of Ambrose. That gets redirected out of bounds.
Corey Chevry spoke to us about that neutral zone play and said it's kind of nice when you play a team back-to-back because that allows you to work on specific details and adjust from that first game. And of course, that was a 4-team loss. Abby Green getting the elevation to that top line on that right-hand side in the absence of Laura Stacey. She said she's one who can drive play as well. She can pound pucks and she's got good speed to her game.
Forrest suited up for quite a few games last year with Minnesota. Abby Boreen hasn't picked up a point yet against her former team as they look for a centering pass. Giving room, Claire Dalton had an early chance. Centering pass now, Grant Mintes tries for the shot.
You see that high F3 in zone, so Montreal will work to look low if they establish that forecheck and look to put it high right away.
Break here for Taylor Heisey. For a shot to the right side, Brooke Bryant feeds it deep into the zone. Wilgren pressured early. She'll try and make a play from her knees. Grant Mintes lets it get redirected as Catherine Dubois chases after it.
I like that play by Claire Thompson, just surfing through the neutral zone. He spoke to us about that, how she loves to surf, and a lot of offense is generated off of that by Claire Thompson.
On the far side, Dara Gregg looking for room. Gregg with a chance here, can't get the shot off. Mae Batherson lifts her stick.
A nice defensive play there to deny that play by Dara Gregg. And Corey Chevry just talking about her offense and just making her mark with this team. She is yet to get a goal, but certainly has had some presence.
Wilgren doesn't like her options, so she'll swoop back. Finds Kayla Barnes on the far side. Barnes a goal and 3 assists so far in her rookie year here in the PWHL. Wilgren drops a shoulder, makes a pass to the far end, looking for Abby Boreen. And Steckline recovers.
That was a really nice use of the net by Wilgren. Part of that 2022 Olympic residency program for the United States, but she just uses that net. Defenders, when they come up the middle of the ice, that gives them option left to right.
Budarak looking to make a play to the blue line. Flaherty lets the wrist shot go off the backboards. Boreen tries to pick it up in the corner. Now back to the blue line. Minnesota, another shot from the blue line. For Minnesota to the power play. There's Thompson. Good throw.
Working on the far side, Heisey walking in. Heisey's quick shot gets redirected as Ambrose dropped the knee. Cava finds Heisey, quick pass up to the blue line. Thompson settles it. Heisey taking a look to like Thompson with an early shot. The shoulder of Claire Dalton. Ambrose pushed up against the boards. Look at Montreal's penalty kills so far this season. 78.6% right now. Puts them about 4th in the league. McQuigg battling hard. Both teams trying to punch this puck through. Heisey gets it away. Heisey to the blue line. Loose puck. Grant Mintz chasing after it. Michaela Grant Mintz trying to beat wide on Claire Thompson. She'll drive. And Mintz slows up pace, wraparound play, trying to tuck it in behind Nicole Hensley. She'll get denied. Gonna point Schofield the other way. Minute gone on Minnesota's power play. Katie Taman brings it to the corner. Kelly Panic comes out with it. Panic takes a look. She'll get pushed up against the boards. Has support in from Kendall Point Schofield. Now a break for Ethan. Slows up pace. She's short-handed. She'll spin back. Draws in 3 Minnesota Frost players on her as she feeds it to the corner.
And those two ain't friendly foes. And you've got Kendall Coyne Schofield and Marie-Philippe Poulin, but you can see the speed of Kendall Coyne Schofield catching up to Poulin at the end of her shift.
Sophie Jakes to Kelly Panic out in front looking for bodies.
It's going to be a high sticking call here, but some opportunity on the PK, the power kill, if you will, and it's Michaela Grant Mentis. And this is a really nice play by her just to work hard on the puck. She's coming in on her offside, and so she gets to pace, and she's going to win this battle. Claire Thompson recognizes it's actually a 2-on-1. Dolphins coming in behind. She pulls back, and you can see the stall there, and looking to go for the short side wrap around. Hensley to task there to be able to push it away.
Thompson with the one-time shot. Skater Shelvin, and Renee Desbiens makes a stop. Final seconds here. Minnesota's power play. Out comes Kayla Barnes, and we're back to 5-on-5. Thompson walks the blue line. She's got 9 assists so far on her season. Fires it deep in the zone. Katie Taman fighting for position as Kristen O'Neill in for support. Aiden tripped up. Kushima pushed off. Eric Gregg now. Heads net front because here comes Claire Thompson. Kristen O'Neill challenges as LaBelle plays it to the boards.
That's a really nice shift by Giza Shisheva. Just on the board, just supporting the puck. Second layer is so critically important to be able to collect it and move it right away. And you pull coverage. It's exactly what she does along the board. Just keeps her feet moving. Shisheva has played for Czechia. The goal and 2 assists this year so far, and Aaron Ambrose on the other side, just her vision, just unbelievable, playing so many minutes. Ken, how many times do we talk about her and what she means to this group? 22-55 against Minnesota on January 12th.
Briefly play off the face-off. Marva jumps it deep into the zone. She'll chase after it. Keppel pushed off the boards, and Mariah Keppel's been such a good example of a player that's just grown with this league and has taken on the responsibility Corey Chevry has given her and has just been shining. Now a play, Gardner walking in. Back door, she scores! Abby Boreen, welcome home, and Montreal opens the scoring.
Shutting it down, you're going to disrupt the puck, and then you can get it going the other way. That's exactly what happened. Beautiful pass. And you can see Boreen with speed driving down that far post. It's a beautiful feed by Gardner. Head up. Knows she has that lane. You can draw a straight line right in front of Hensley, but Boreen driving hard to that far post, gets away on her forehand, and how critical that is because she's a right-handed shot. She's coming down, and she can just put it in. What a beauty by Abigail Boreen for her 4th of the year.
Huge goal for Abby Boreen. 4 goals, 2 assists now on her season. That's her first ever points against her former team in Minnesota.
Minnesota. She's playing in the semifinals, you think, helped them to their chase to the Walter Cup, and now has been a huge player for Montreal this year.
Well, Corey Chevry spoke to us about the qualities that Boreen brings.
Abby Boreen brings this crowd to life. Montreal Victoire are home, and they're in the driver's seat. You got a front row seat to watching Canada win gold at the U18s yet again. The next generation of talent in the world is so exciting.
A forward and a defender there, and just should be so proud of their performance in Vanta, Finland. I'm sure they're pretty tired.
Montreal Victoire, 1-0 lead here in the first period. Courtesy of Abby Boreen with her 4th on the season. Bryant pushed off the puck, feeding it out in front of André Desbiens, gets her stick out. Bryant, quick shoulder check, sends it to the blue line. And Batherson sends it back down. Barnes takes a hit in the corner. Bryant follows it up again.
It's a really nice play by Kayla Barnes, using her stick fully extended to be able to push it up the wall.
Thompson sending him into the zone. She goes for a change. This points by a defender right now in the PWHL, Claire Thompson. Heisey kicks it back to the blue line. Flaherty looking for Cava. Minnesota tries to get it over the line. There, Gregg steals it back. Cava, quick pass looking for Heisey at center. Shelvin finds Boreen. Heisey, cross ice pass. Facing the call. 31 to go in the first period.
Amanda Gourier is back in the lineup and was injured back on December 21st, and a welcome sight as she gets hit by McKinnon. She would get a game suspension for that hit, but she was removed from that game. And let's look at her minutes tonight as the game goes on. Gourier acting as the 7th defender tonight.
Taven firing it deep in the zone. Hensley comes out to play the puck. Boreen keeps it in. She'll be first on it in the corner. Has help with Gardner as puck heads to the far side. Keppel jumping on it early. Now Michaela Cava, 1-on-2. She'll wait for support. Has Heisey with her. Taylor Heisey tries to settle the pass. She'll feed it to the corner for Cava. Poulin keeping her eyes on net front as Lee Steckline winds. Gardner pushing off. Kendall Point Schofield as Jakes tries for a shot from the blue line. Ishima gets an early chance on the far side. We talk about players that step up in big games. Lisa Ishima, very much one of those players. We've seen her do it on the international stage, especially in the bronze medal games in Czechia. Even through the Walter Cup final, another player that was able to elevate their game. Someone who has so much experience. You look at Minnesota Frost roster up and down. That's Kristen O'Neill was 1-on-3, trying for the toe drag. Great stick by Sophie Jakes.
I think she could have shot that puck because it was sagging coverage, and they were kind of caught on that line change. They were deep in their zone, the defenders that is, and Kristen O'Neill had a screen.
Flaherty will take the screen here. She lets the slap shot go. Shishima trying to play it back to the blue line, stolen away by Youngblom. She has support with her. Youngblom and Marie Murphy trying to head net front. Youngblom feeding around to Kayla Barnes. She'll glove it down, pushed off by Kelly Panic. She's got 2 goals on the season, 1 coming on the power play. That's another thing for Minnesota. Their power play points this year have come from a collective group. As you look at Montreal, just 2 goal scorers on the player advantage. One being Laura Stacey, who's now missing her 2nd game of the season. Katie Nolan will feed that puck to center. She goes for a change. Montreal regroups. Gardner takes a look here. Gardner lets the shot go just high. This line has some speed and some physical nature to their game here in the first period. Poulin now taking it on the left side. Marie-Philippe Poulin scans. She'll hold. Looking for a better option. Now a chance here. Shot. Hensley gets a piece of it.
Abby Boreen off of the puck is creating space. She created space for Poulin there, and she also created space for Taven to let go the initial shot. It's the routes that she's taking that's opening up space for her line mates. Really liking her play right now.
So for Minnesota, this is their final road game before they'll head home. 2 more games at home to close out the month of January.
Boulier with the breakup right there with Kendall Coyne-Schofield sitting on the far side.
Fishima to Jakes. Minnesota back to center. Kelly Panic getting some speed with Kendall Coyne-Schofield. She snaps a puck back. Fishima pressures Kayla Barnes. Kendall Coyne-Schofield comes from the far side. Panic's going to go for a change as Youngblom has control. Montreal with numbers now in neutral ice. Laying it back, Marie Murphy gets pushed off. In with help, LaBelle on the far side. Agenda LaBelle on the backhand. She'll hold, looking for a wraparound play, but an excellent stick by Lee Steckline.
LaBelle's lone goal of the season was on December 28th against Minnesota, and she comes in on her offside again, just catching Minnesota stagnant. What I mean by that is flat-footed, so sort of back on their heels with a little bit of gap. And because of that, they're able to get the zone. Really nice play by LaBelle.
LaBelle, a free agent signing for Montreal. Originally New York draft pick. 5:33 to go in the first period.
Well, we've seen so many elite plays by Poulin, but it's what she does when she's got to look at the stall there. She wants to draw. She's almost baiting. Come to me, come to me. Yep, okay, I got one. And now she's going to work the outside so she can find that cross seam. And Gardner's able to jump in and a nice defensive play on the other side here. Look at really nice stick by Lee Steckline, one of the best in the game. Often I talked about her using that leverage to push play to the outside. She might have saved one there on the wraparound.
Catherine Dubois. Pushed off the face-off. Now in the corner. Cava to center. Britta Curl-Salemi on the far side. She'll scan, drops it back. Picked up in time. Jenna Watkins. Curl-Salemi trying for the shot, and Renee Desbiens holding her post.
I think there's some miscommunication on that entry by Montreal. Fortunate that the puck was lost there.
Montreal Victoire, a 1-0 lead, courtesy of Bobby Boreen. Minnesota down by 1. We look at head coach Glenn Lead coming in and doing a great job of really getting the most of his players that we've seen. Taking advantage of the ice time given as Cava looks for the centering pass. Heisey down low. Up line going to work. Cava to the far side.
I like this line. I mean, you've got someone like Cava, just her IQ is off the charts. It's not 100 miles an hour. She's always got her head up to make a play. Heisey, you know that elite skill, loves to walk the wall, will look to dance on the outside, try and open up the inside. And then you've got someone like Britta Curl-Salemi, and she's just working so hard. She drives play, and she just takes it.
She's got rocks. Britta Curl-Salemi from Marie-Philippe Poulin.
But Ken couldn't say enough about her and just how she drives play. He says she's a real driver on this team.
Another hit here. Montreal will head to the penalty box, and Poulin can't believe it. 2 for 2 on the heavy hits.
She's got to believe it. She's throwing it around out here, and the first one comes, and it's going to be against Curl-Salemi, and Poulin just rocks her. And Salemi goes down. Not easy for Curl-Salemi to go down, and again, you can see that she's got the puck, heads down, and boom, there she goes. And then again, just later on, she's going to take the penalty. This is on the same shift. She's reaching in. I think it's that elbow that's going to take away Liz Shepard's. So a little bit of a tap.
It's an illegal hit for Marie-Philippe Poulin. Minnesota's power play will go back to work.
You see Kelly Panic out there at the face-off, and it's a 1-2 punch, just back across and a shot on net.
Panic just over 60% right now.
The best one in the league, and Kristen O'Neill at 66%. She's playing against her.
Campbell fires it down. It's Montreal buys some time.
I heard Kelly talking to Ken Klee about the power play and just not having any shots on that first one. They do have one right now. Toughest part, get in, get the setup.
Corey Chevry able to work on special teams. They had 2 practices this week because, of course, the last game they played was against Minnesota in Denver. So they've had a little bit of a breather here, whereas Minnesota game on Wednesday night against New York. So that's a busy week for the Frost. Heisey back for Thompson. Rid of Carl Salemi, and Thompson working it up high. Carl Salemi waits a high shot. Tipped off Ambrose into the corner.
Both of them on their onside. You can see Heisey working that right side, that right flank on her onside, because she also is a gifted distributor.
Awkward bounce. Minnesota looking to take advantage. McQuigg in the corner has help and saved by Claire Thompson. Minnesota keeps going in the offensive zone as Cava spins it away. McQuigg. Under 30 seconds to go on Minnesota's second power play in this first period.
You mentioned Corey Chevry working on specialty teams throughout the week. Keep in mind, Laura Stacey is critical to their PK, their power kill, and a right-handed shot at that. Sometimes you like to have a left and a right forward out there to be able to clear.
Sophie Jakes with the lane. She'll take a look. Back door. Sheldon plays the body. This power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel. Paper towel. Power through tough messes. As we return to 5-on-5. Poulin leaves a heavy hit straight out of the penalty box.
She's playing with some spice tonight. The captain. That's what I love about Poulin. I mean, she leaves it all out there every single time she plays Hakens. And she wears it on her sleeve. There's no question about it.
There's 110% every single night. She's taken down. Montreal with a break. Fans not pleased on how that play developed. Poulin right now on a 2-game point streak as she comes into this game.
Now she came in with 11 hits as well in the 9 games, 30 shots on goal.
Another thing too, Laura Stacey being out, she shoots the puck a lot. Critical as you try and build this goal count, and finding offense a priority for everybody. As Dubois all alone, drives on the backhand. She'll hold, trying for the wraparound. DeGeorge trying to punch it home.
Well, Catherine Dubois. And she doesn't get the call.
Pays off in Minnesota's end.
No doubt it's how we had to take it. So effective, but we might come right back out with the TV timeout. She's rested, ready to go.
Final minute here. First period at Place Bell. Montreal's first game back at home since December 30th. Taking part in the last 3 takeover games. They're in Seattle. They're in Vancouver in front of a record-setting crowd. This year, 19,000, the most we've seen come out to a PWHL game. Down in Denver, over 14,000 fans.
Gotta love the chance. We want a team.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Putting themselves in the conversation.
Yeah. The first set face-off potentially here, especially with Marina Righty. Could potentially come across it.
Poulin with the back cleanly to Ambrose. She'll settle the puck, finds Keppel quickly. Quick pass to Gardner. Down low for Boreen. Look for Poulin back out in front. She had some room.
They overloaded one side. Poulin comes high after that face-off just to dive down through that slot area, give herself a little bit of space to get the puck.
Poulin looking for the centering pass. Kendall Coyne-Schofield, final break here on the outside using her speed. Coyne-Schofield spins back. Sold away by Poulin. Under 30 seconds to go. Montreal pushing. Oreen takes a trip, and she'll head off. Finishing in on the play, though, has Gardner with her. And an early shot. Hensley's looking for it, and she'll stand still. Oreen took an awkward fall just in front of Montreal's bench.
Well, it's going to be the captain who's going to lead the charge here. And when you come back through the middle of the ice in your own zone, you get the takeaway. And this is what happens here. Protecting the middle of the ice. Get on your horse, get your head up, and decide to headman the puck. A little bit of a spill, but it works out right there because Jennifer Gardner is able to pick it up backhand, forehand, cut through the middle of the ice for that shot. Hensley's trying to find it. Presence of mind to push her pads away from that goal line.
Final seconds of this first period. Montreal getting on the scoreboard first.
5.3, would you do it? Would you pull your G? A lot of time.
Well, it's a good question though, Trey. You talk about goaltending. Internet Day getting the play tonight as Laura Stacey watches on. I thought maybe we'd see Lane Tooley.
Yeah, I did as well. I thought there's a real nice possibility of that, given the fact that game Sunday is Quebec City.
Taven, final seconds, lets the shot go. Off the skate of Channel Watkins. And to the corner as the play's blown dead. Fan base happy to have Montreal home. They're pleased with the first period. Montreal Victoire in the driver's seat, leading the way 1-0, courtesy of Abby Boreen with her 4th of the season. More to come in her first intermission with Kelly Craig. Sophie Jakes will join her. We'll hear from them and more after the break. Who wants it more? That's what it comes down to. And for both these teams, they've been on the road here recently. They're going to garner some momentum, get some energy, come out flying here to start the second. Anyway, Dave Van got the win last time these two teams saw each other. The third of 6 meetings this season between Minnesota and Montreal. Each team's won one game. We'll take the lead in the series here tonight. Opening face-off underway. Montreal will win it back. Anna Boulier in her first game back after missing some time with injury. It's the start here in the second period.
Keep our eye on her minutes as well. Really nice 2-on-1 breakup with a real nice stick earlier in the first frame.
Back to the top line. Corrine working it down low. Lee Steckline gets her stick in the lane. Gardner still able to make a play. Pulls it back for Kayla Barnes. Takes a look. An early shot. Quick touch from Hensley, but it does trickle to the corner.
Kayla Barnes is so effective. She's on her offside right now and diving down the wall. But she will extend the zone when they have the puck.
Ready for the Poulet. Chance here. Poulet to Barnes on the backhand. Hensley just punches it ahead with her blocker. An aggressive play by the goaltender, Nicole Hensley. Is on her last 2 starts, looking to make it 3 here in Montreal.
You're chatting about Kayla Barnes there and her coming down the wall. We've seen her on her right side, so her onside, and also her offside. She will extend the zone and then she'll shrink it. So see, she's going to pull back here when they get full possession, get to the middle of the ice in one stride, sort of heel to heel to the middle, and let that shot go. You see Poulin sees her, recognize a little pause through the tee, and there she is, driving that offside. She knows when to activate, but it's always calculated with her. Don't see her taking uncalculated risk.
Ambrose off the boards. A bounce here. Great chance, Marie Murphy in the slot. Carl Fleming playing it ahead. Montreal now with a chance on the turnover. Kristen O'Neill out in front for Leah Youngblom. Montreal, some odd player rushes here so far in this game, causing some turnovers.
Well, that'll be exactly what they will want, and especially with Laura Stacey out, they'll want to find different ways to get to the middle of the ice.
Heisey looking to make a play here. Shishva cuts to the outside, pushed off by Ambrose. Allows Kristen O'Neill to scoop the puck up. And Montreal's headed the other way. Maureen Murphy with speed through center. Snaps it ahead. Youngblom tries for the toe drag. Can't get by. A great play by Maggie Flaherty.
Maggie Flaherty, who had a goal on January 12th against Montreal. Just real nice one-on-one play.
The game winner is 2 big third period goals for Minnesota to take the win. A chance here, Zayman! She scores! Claire Dalton on the rebound, her 3rd of the season.
Again, this is going to be in the neutral zone, and it's going to be a cross-corner dump. We talked about recoveries on the cross-corner many times. Look at that positioning by Grant Mentis. That is just an absolutely beautiful play. That initial shot that is going to come is going to come by Alexandra Lavelle. And then it's going to be the rebound. In and on it is Claire Dalton. That is a heavy play from start to finish. That cross-corner recovery. Just a magnificent play from Grant Mentis. She draws 2, and the way she maneuvers her body allows her to make that pass to Lavelle. And they're cleaning it all up with a beautiful shot. Is Dalton to get her 3rd of the year.
A huge goal for the Etobicoke native. She's 3 points back now from tying her career high from last year, where she put up 9 points. Montreal, 2-0 lead here. Minnesota, the top team in the PWHL. With 3 points on Minnesota on the other side, where they can stretch the gap, turnover. Noel, a quick shot. Katie Noel on the doorstep, looking for her cross now the other way. Catherine Dubois against Claire Thompson. She'll play it to the corner. Thompson using her frame to get the inside lane.
I didn't want to talk. It's just so electric in here, right? The sounds of this building just went nuts at the announcement of that goal.
Not many seats left here inside Place Belle. Poulet on the one time. Nicole Hensley sees it through and makes the stop. Oh, will in fact be Minnesota. This crowd likes what they see. It's Flaherty will have to take a seat.
So Ken Klee looking on here, not overly pleased. 5-on-3 right now. Be interesting to see whether or not, this is a time you could take your time out. And going to put her hand on the puck. And right there it is. And
Minnesota Frost with a big clear. Trevor Dalton taking a look. Just moments ago as Dalton moves it up for Ambrose. Barzine pass, Kayla Barnes walking in. Ambrose scans. Poulet taking her time. She'll take a look. Montreal swoops in and chance now. Ambrose looking back door. Borean on the doorstep has Dalton out wide. Poulet shot blocked by Thompson. Minnesota Frost penalty kills have been pretty strong for them this season. They don't take a lot of penalties. Ambrose down low for Poulin, up high. Barnes to Poulin, takes a look, she scores! Marie-Philippe Poulin on a power play, and it's 3-0 Montreal. And you have to think, Cheryl, with the game Poulin is having, this one's gotta feel good.
she's playing with an edge, right? Fighting for position, doing what it takes, leading by example out there, and not just with the puck. She's going to keep the puck onside, and all of a sudden they're going to work it. You can see that they're going to shrink the zone because they are 5-on-3. You can see it right there. It's a block shot, but it's all about recovering. You take a gamble if you're Claire Thompson in that situation. You can't get tied up because you are outnumbered by 2. Puck works its way back to Poulin. You see little play there with her and Kayla Barnes. I thought she was going back to her as well, but no one knew, including Hensley. She waits until Hensley goes down, and she's got that short side shot. Not a great angle, but for Poulin, she can put it in.
3-game point streak now for Marie-Philippe Poulin. Her first power play goal, but her 5th on the season. Just now tied, but across the line. Others leading the league with 5 goals on her season. And just hear this crowd, Cheryl.
Assisted by number 3,
O'Neill to the outside. Dubois looking to tip it in front. And Trans now, Youngman with an opportunity. O'Neill scoops up the rebound. Hensley makes a stop. What a play for Nicole Hensley. Montreal presses here. Boulier taking a look. Montreal still on the power play. Taven. Shot gets blocked.
Nice block by Shepherds. You want to make sure, that you get in that shooting lane. She's pushed the play all the way back to Montreal zone, and they can get a wholesale change.
O'Neill over the line. Gray Menses on the backhand. Takes a look. Dubois cuts in. Keppel, a shot here. Minnesota will play it through. 15 shots on net now for Montreal in this game. Power play has certainly been helping. Out comes Flaherty, and we're back to 5-on-5. On the regroup, Keppel playing it back to center for Montreal. Steckline chasing after it. Minnesota looking for an answer here. 3 unanswered goals now for the Victoire.
Well, they'll look for their veteran, at least Steckline, to just settle things in. Ken Please talked about just what a presence she is, and as they're playing with Jakes coming back from injury.
Dalton out wide. Takes a look. Off the boards. As Montreal sends numbers. Kelly Panic loses the bar battle. Dalton picks it up. Shellman settling out in front. A tip. Montreal gets a piece of it. LaBelle with her stick. Jana Watkins playing it aside. Shellman pinches again. Keeps the play going for Montreal.
When you have that sustained pressure, a lot of the time you're forcing the D to push a rim. And once that puck is along the boards on a rim, it just activates the D to jump down the wall, steal it, and keep that puck in.
So Glenn scoring on a 5-on-3. That was their only shot. And they got the goal, and then they were able to pick up another shot.
A smart timeout.
Power play shortly after.
I like the timeout. I really do.
Dalton, Brulin. 2 more on the board for the Montreal Victoire at home. They lead the way, 3-0.
Corey, you said pregame you weren't thrilled with the way your special teams were playing. How do you feel now?
Yeah, I'm really proud of them. We spent some time on it this week, a little more time, and they're implementing what we're asking, and, you know, they're putting in the effort.
You're back home after 10 days on the road. We spoke a bit of it pregame about how the team bonded during that time. What did you see?
Yeah, I mean, I see nothing but positives coming from that trip. What an opportunity for our group to be able to experience all 3 cities.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kelly. Yes, stop in Seattle, a stop in Vancouver, Denver. When you add up all the fans that they played in front of, the Montreal Victoire played in front of 45,664 fans on the most 3 recent TakeOver Tour games. Outstanding. They have Quebec City on the horizon on Sunday. They'll take on Ottawa. Izzy back to the blue line. Minnesota looking for an answer here. A break. Youngblom on the outside has Caleb Ards driving. Youngblom taking a look. Youngblom lets it go. Ensley makes the stop. Penalty on the way. Montreal is going to go back to the power play. Interference is going to be the call.
And it's going to be on a point shot. And shot comes up, and it's going to be an interference call, and it's going to go against Mae Batherson. Just recognizes that she's got to get in the way here off of that original shot. And you see Heisey's going to go to the net, and she's going to get tripped there. There's going to be a call there by O'Neill, but I believe that it's going to go the other way, and it's going to go to Mae Batherson. There was an interference call, and it was Maureen Murphy trying to get by at the blue line, and she was unable to get by Mae Batherson because of the interference, and because of that, they got the call.
So Taylor Heisey just took that face-off. That was the first face-off Minnesota has won this period. Montreal went 10-0 prior to that. The big defensive zone face-off for the Frost, but here comes Montreal in their own zone, looking to set up shop on their power play. Boulin striked on the 5-on-3 as Kayla Barnes holds it up high. Gardner comes in for support. The captain looking for Barnes deep in the zone. She'll rim it around as Gardner picks it up on the far side. Jeffers pressures, pushing Montreal back to the blue line as Youngblom tries to feed it in deep. Forward battle underway, coming through with it. Himlarova pushed off by Barnes. Poulin now chased by Shepard, so she'll drop it off for Barnes. Minnesota able to get a quick change. Montreal will do the same.
So Kelly Panic is going to try and force to one side of the ice, squeeze. That's what you want to do with that first forechecker on a PK. Squeeze to one side of the ice and try and contest the blue line, but Montreal does a nice job of getting in.
Breen dropping it off. Has some help. Dubois battling hard here. Taven seeing if she can provide some support. Ambrose back tight to the blue line. She'll try and keep the puck in. As Thompson feeds it deep in the zone.
Thompson's going to play a ton of minutes. Now she does log them on the back end for this team, along with Lee Steckline. Played over 25 minutes last game against New York.
Power play is brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel Paper Towel. Power through tough messes.
And you can see the outside there. Which again, number one thing as the PK unit, you want to make sure that you do not allow your opponent in where you have equal numbers at the blue line. So a lot of stick steering and angling is so critical. A lot of skill coaches spending a lot of time on that and how you're steering to one side of the ice, pushing into that next player, pushing them to a quadrant of the ice where they're vulnerable.
Alexander Lamel chips it deep in the zone. Out comes Mae Batherson, and we're back to 5-on-5. Another big kill for the Frost. Brent Mintis cycles it down low, looking for Claire Dalton. Lamel picks it up. Lamel taking a look, trying to find Barnes. Gives some time for Cava. She'll play it ahead. Point Schofield on the jump, has help with Heisey, and she pressures. Now turned aside. Claire Dalton with speed on the outside. Dalton gaining motion. Her shot just high. Montreal now. Some sustained pressure against Minnesota, building off of their power play. It's Boulier. Sends it in deep. Mintis battling hard deep in the zone. Back to the blue line. Ambrose has Heisey coming. Thrown away by Poulet, colliding with Point Schofield, and she'll win the battle now and gets a shot off right into the glove of Davian. 5:04 to go in the second period. Victoire 3-0 in the lead at home. These two teams met earlier this week, just 5 days ago. 2 win for Minnesota. They scored the most goals in the PWHL coming into this game. They put up 34 in the season. With Victoire holding them at 0 here tonight. Sophie Jakes looking to change the conversation. Bar off the bar. It'll go. What a shot for Jakes. Making the iron sing here tonight.
She's playing with such a steady defender in the step line. She just played perfect one-on-one into her own zone, and now all of a sudden they have possession, and Sophie Jakes on her right side, able to come down and get a beautiful blistering shot off. But playing the step line allows her to go, right? It also allows her to activate, knowing that step line's going to stay back.
And Thompson too, right? Playing on her offside, a left-handed shot. You look for her, but seems to be comfortable.
Yeah, Ken Plea said he likes that she surfs, so thinks that being on her offside will certainly help.
Shovel lane to the net, and she lets it go here. Thompson shots. Here it is, with an extra shove for Katie Dole.
The shot goes one way and the shot goes the other, and it's going to be through the screen, and you can see through the legs of Mariah Keppel there, and just coming in. She's so shifty. She's got that wide stance. She says, you know what, I'm going to shoot this puck, and she had to beat it. Hits the top tight bar and just pops itself out. But we know Sophie Jakes can score. Patty Kazmaier winner from the Ohio State Buckeyes, and we know Tessa Bonhomme is in the house with her family. She like that little shout out. Got to give her one to broadcast if there's a Buckeye in the game.
Jackson Joe's podcast, finding where you find all your podcasts. Her and Julia Teixeira making everybody laugh and getting their PWHL news as well. Learning the stories of players like Claire Thompson in their latest episode. Hear about her rowing adventures that she has. Been a big part of her love for sport growing up, being a rower. Heisey playing it down, has help from Cava. Zekline goes D to D. Thompson with a quick pass up. Minnesota with a piece of it.
They bump it in, but they don't have anyone close enough or with speed. Just that little takeaway, giveaway there by Kelly Panic. I'm not necessarily a fan of putting that puck in or bumping it in when you don't have anyone with speed on the chase to be able to recover the puck.
Blown down, 2:43 remaining in the second period.
See Kristen O'Neill there, just so good in the dot and evasive, and then you got Kelly Panic, just seasoned veterans, 2 players going head-to-head in the dot here, 2 at the best at what they do.
Panic looking to win this face-off back. Minnesota a lead push here in the second period. Lots of shots from the blue line. Sophie Jakes trying to keep the conversation going. Here, rebound, she scores! Kendall Coyne Schofield and the Frost have life. Off the face-off, a shot from the blue line, and the captain buries it home.
Well, the captain's going to bury it, but this is all off of the face-off, and that's a clean win back. Sophie Jakes trying to find the lane. She finds it, goes off of Davian. She's at the top of her crease, aggressive, getting square to Jakes as that shot comes off. Nice little evasive play to get it through to the net, and as it bumps off, just winning that inside position is Kendall Coyne Schofield, who's going to bury it. to get the first goal of the game at her 5th of the year, coming off a game against New York with a goal and assist. Ken Klee just praised her extensively in the pregame, just talking to us about how important of a driver she is for this team. And let me tell you, it is very difficult to contain a small player that is good on their edges, and she just rolls to be able to.
A huge goal for the Minnesota Frost to close out this second period, head in the intermission, and back for a third. Montreal able to score 3 unanswered goals. The Frost able to make a statement here late in the period.
Kelly Panic had won the most faceoffs coming into this game with 118, but it would be Kristen O'Neill on the other side with the highest percentage. And they went head to head.
The volume of faceoffs Kelly Panic takes, it is quite amazing as Thompson lets it go, and to still have such a high percentage. She's around 60. You've seen her with that strength on the international stage in the dying seconds of a gold medal game, and she's likely on the ice taking that face-off to ensure possession.
Well, it's the timeliness of those face-offs, right? I mean, you look at the 5-on-3 for the girl. Saleme comes in, she's operating at 51%, and she's able to get the clear 200 feet down the ice. And then when you're in the offensive zone, I always say it's in the end zones, not the neutral ice, but in the end zones where those face-offs become just so critical for possession.
So Colin Schofield and Poulet scoring here tonight. 5 players now tied in the league with 5 goals, the most. Just outstanding. Goal scoring here tonight. We've seen some rebounds. Jake's off the bar. It didn't go in, but a beautiful shot from the blue liner.
And you're seeing shots just go through to the net. And if you're Ken Klee, you're saying, listen, we haven't been able to generate much, so let's just start putting pucks through. And Jake's taking that word.
The Sheppers lands it on net. Down low, McQuinn has some help. Gardner, quick pass up. Agudori gaining speed. Final minutes of the second period. 3 goals in the second frame. Draw with 2, and Colin Schofield for the Minnesota Frost. Haven, quick pass ahead. Greg shiving it deep in the zone for Catherine Dubois to chase after it. They look to pin Stepline up against the boards. Kristen O'Neill now battling alone in the corner. Shepherd's pinning her. Forcing Montreal to regroup.
And that's going to be an icing, so it's going to come all the way back down. Shelton didn't step up on that play. I like that decision, actually. She didn't have that 3 to be able to support her, so elects to just pull back and end up throwing it down the ice anyways. The Frost wind up back in their own zone here. Shepherds will take the draw.
Final seconds of the second period. A packed house at Place Bell. Victoire ahead by 2. Wig chasing after it. There, Greg. Hitting her up against the boards. The Frost able to get it deep in the zone. Icing will be the call, and another offensive zone face-off for the Victoire.
Jake's just mixed and mark here, but it's the right look to the weak side of the ice. And just nice vision there to be able to see it. Just gotta hit the mark. Precision of the execution.
Face-off to the right of Hensley. 14.9 seconds on the board. Jeffers will take the draw. Montreal is going to win it back. Ambrose takes a look here, looking for a tip in front. Lavelle trying to be first on in the corner. Sick tie up by Steckline. As the clock winds down, a thrilling second period here at Place Bell. One more period to go. Our second intermission with Kelly Gregg is right around the corner. Don't go anywhere. It's a Victoire. It's the Frost in Place Bell. Stay with us. It's best on best. More to come after the break.
Going head-to-head again in the face-off outside of the top after that second frame.
Poulin winning the face-off back. Burns first on it, quick shoulder check. Leaves it off for Amanda Bouillet. Pins Kelly Panic up against the boards as Barnes Pressure is deep in the zone. Jakes pulls it back. Turn off the crossbar in the second period. Sophie Jakes with a great look. Steckline firing it back down deep in the zone for Coyne Schofield. The captains battling in the corner. Abby Boreen now on the wing. She'll pull it back, doing it all herself. Boreen. Great back check. Battle in front of Minnesota's bench. The Frost will go for a change as Jakes takes a look. Victoire pressuring here. Kristen O'Neill takes a big hit. Her stick gets lost. She'll recover as Taylor Heisey now takes a look. Centering feed to Michaela Cava, drops it off. Now it's Smee Shisheva on the outside. Her shot into the netting and out of play.
And that's a nice controlled entry through the neutral zone to be able to get in. You can see just Kristen O'Neill just trying to chip in charge, if you will, and just loses her stick in the process. The Steckline gets in the way. An offensive zone face-off here for Heisey.
Shisheva winning it back. Flaherty snaps it across. High shot here. Desbiens with the blocker save. Minnesota, her 14th shot on net. As Flaherty tries to make it 15, blocked by Youngbloom. And she's slow to get up. Back to the blue line for the Frost. Another shot, can't get through. A support deep in the zone. Heisey working with Shisheva. Taylor Heisey loads here. Desbiens makes the stop. Now Kristen O'Neill picking up speed. As Maureen Murphy with her, she'll feed it deep in the zone as both teams go for a change.
Really impressed with Cava. Just kind of got eyes in the back of her head. She's always shoulder checking, seeing where that next player is that she can move the puck to.
Scored the last time these two teams met in Colorado. Michaela Cava, her 4th on the year as Sheldon feeds it back.
In playoffs last year, she also had 8 points, 4 goals and 4 assists in the 10 games.
Well, very much in the conversation for the Alana Kloss playoff MVP. The push Michaela Cava had last year. Thompson now in her first year. A shot. Luke Reese out. Chance, but Montreal clears it.
Cava, who's been around and making some real smart plays with the puck, just kind of had it on that back door, but as a goaltender you got to read where that greatest threat is, and she pushed across fast to be able to make that save.
This power play is brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel Paper Towel. Power through tough messes. Cross 3rd power play of the game. Through center, Kelly Panic has some help. Looking for Shisheva at center. Panic now deep into the zone. The Frost looking to set up shop on the power play. Steckline to the far side. Sophie Jakes dropping down in front. Panic trying for the shot. LaBelle read the play.
Yeah, real nice stick.
A chance for Montreal. Short-handed. LaBelle on the far side taking a look. Her shot gets redirected off a Steckline.
Well, 2 great sticks. One by LaBelle and then one by Steckline on the way back.
Shisheva the other way. Power play. Winding down here for the Frost as they push. Panic. Load a high shot. Off the glass and out.
LaBelle with a real nice stick to cover the bumper position, and sometimes a bumper can act as a decoy, but she knows that she's got to get back here. Look at number 13 on your screen, just awareness to be able to get Kelly Panic. Then she gets on the hunt. Kristen O'Neill makes that pass quickly to her. She's on her offside, comes in, looks to get the shot off, but another great stick by the seasoned veteran in Lee Steckline to steer that puck to safety.
Goulet caught up as Dalton tries to clear it under 20 seconds to go. On Minnesota's power play, First Lenny picking up speed on the far side. 5 goals on the season. She scored every single time she's seen Montreal. Can she keep the streak going? Thompson to Heisey. Now down low, Cava holding. Looking for a Quigg. He is all alone on the side.
Cava's having words here and way outside of her crease, cutting down that angle. And possibly that short side. You can see Anne-Marie Desbiens following it as it's at the top. It's going to work its way to one side of the ice, crossing by Heisey to Cava, and she's looking back door. She can see McQuaig there. I think she might have had the shot as well. Look at where Desbiens is outside of her crease and was down. That short side high might have been there. But some nice movement, especially up top. When you are the quarterback up there, you want to draw the coverage to one side of the ice to be able to move it to the other. And when everyone's coming back, that's when Heisey hits the cross seam.
Taken down. Brooke Bryant returns to her feet. She'll head to the bench and shake it off. Marie Murphy in over the zone as we're back to 5-on-5 play. Murphy trying to keep this play going away to safety. Barnes will pick it up. Caitlin O'Donoghue getting some time here for the Frost. On the back check she'll go as Ophi Jakes first back for it. It's a goal and assist. These two teams last saw each other. Jakes in her first game back after injury. And Frost slowly but surely getting some players back in the lineup, healthy. And Gardner the other way. Boreen, the duo at it again. Boreen's shot just wide. These two just find the seam passes on the rush effortlessly. Karen Ambrose now at center for Montreal. She'll send it into the zone, goes for a change. Nicole Hensley sees traffic. Good pass to step line to make a play. Out will go the distance. 13:39 to go in the third period of the Victoire. So the 2-goal cushion here against the Frost. 3 points in regulation. A win can go a long way for the Victoire.
Well, we've seen a couple odd man rushes for the Victoire, and they're getting out. So they're pulling the option down, and then they're getting out of their zone. We've seen 2 2-on-1s. You saw Vereen, just real nice play.
Sheldon on the outside, trying for the shot. Off the backboards, Kristen O'Neill has some help. Marie Murphy calling for it. She'll receive, drops it off to the blue line. Anna Shelbin loads for the shot. Traffic in front, but she recovers. Anna Shelbin. Youngbloom. Fellow teammate on the Swedish national team. Shelbin Youngbloom. Did such a great job with that program the last few years. Deep in the zone. Sheppers trying for a play out in front. Has support from Claire Budarak. 2-on-2 battle and behind Desbiens. As you look at Montreal's third period performances this season, it's been an area that they've struggled. They've only put up 3 goals in their third periods this season. So it's good that they have the 2-goal cushion here coming into the final frame.
I know it's cliche, but you do have to close the game out, right? And coaches are always preaching, play right to the end. It's tough to play a full 60.
LaBelle. Bobbled puck, plays it deep in the zone, has support from Barnes. Taylor Heisey at center, dishes it off to Shishova. Nice move, Denise Shishova, known as a quiet engine. A chance out in here, cleared away by Boulier.
But Shishova's coming through the middle of the ice, but there's 3 there, so they're not moving anymore.
3-on-2 unfolding for Montreal. Now the bodies are back. Boulier. Cluttered play in front, trying to send it deep in the zone. Now the Frost the other way. Jenna Watkins on the far side. Takes a look, scans. She'll get pushed off by Boulier. We heard from head coach Corey Chevry talk about it. Amanda Boulier's play, how critical she is in the possession game. She's making smart decisions.
Now 2-time Isabel Cup winner as well, and player that plays really well. It has been alongside Kayla Barnes.
First game back after injury for Amanda Boulier, and it's a game that's gone on. Her minutes have been elevated. Tripping call here. Montreal's going to go back to the power play. Victoire to the power play when we return in Place Bell. So back to the player advantage for Montreal. Off the face-off. Haas send it right down. This power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel Paper Towel. Power through tough messes. Barnes moving the puck up ice. Drops it back for Gardner. Poulin in over the line. Power play goal already in this game and redirected off of the stick of step line, and that almost found the back of the net. Forward battle on the far end. Poulin trying to win it. A chip and chase. Here comes Minnesota, the captain, Kendall Coyne-Schofield, the far side, shorthanded. Coyne-Schofield, a jumping puck, looking to finish the play. What a break for the Frost.
She would scare me. on the power play. Mind you, I was really never on the power play, but if I was and I was the quarterback, she led the nation in the NCAA at Northeastern in shorthanded goals for a reason. She comes at you, and she comes at you hard.
Frost still looking for their first shorthanded goal of the season.
Not sure why you were laughing when I said that I was never on the power play.
I would just want to hear what you were saying in the moment. If you had Kendall Coyne-Schofield coming down on you as last player back. Dubois. I feel like you'd be good net front pounder. That's where you do the best work. O'Neill, a shot here.
Middle name is Crosscheck.
Cheryl, cross-check pounder. All right, print the jerseys. To the blue line, Ambrose. Far side pass. Working it down low. Ambrose calls for it. She'll go for a high shot, hitting bodies in front, but she got another chance at it. Back door, looking for Boreen. Now to the blue line. Kristen O'Neill settles the puck. Ambrose delays. Looking for a better option in front. Looking for a tip. Dubois gets a piece of it. She scores! Make it 2 for Boreen, and Montreal catches in on the power play.
Dubois setting up shop in front, trying to take away the eyes of Hensley, moving up quickly. She gets a redirect off the post, and in behind is Corrine to put it in. I think this is going to stand as a good goal. Erin Ambrose, we talked about the seeing eye shot. Look at the manipulation up high to open up the lane. It ain't a slap shot, kids. It's getting it through to the net, and then Dubois with the redirect to the post and coming in for the kill. Abby Barine with her second. You can see Hensley at the top of her paint, and then in behind right there, boom.
Boreen came into this game pointless in her last 2. She had never scored points against her former team, Minnesota, and she's got 2 huge goals here tonight.
For the season, her second of the game, scoring on number 24, Abby
I've got chills, Cheryl. That crowd just coming alive for Abby Boreen in the Victoire here tonight. LaBelle battling hard in the corner. So Dubois, Ambrose picking up the assists on Boreen's second goal of the night. Barnes, another high shot. Getting lead. Steckline on the way down.
3 assists for Erin Ambrose as well tonight. And
now on the outside, Boulier looking to make a play.
I know I said to the kids out there, it doesn't have to be a slap shot, right? It doesn't have to be some big wind-up. Erin Ambrose is one of the best in the world at it, just manipulating to create a lane to get through to the net.
Another shot here from the Frost. Desbiens seeing it.
I just have to say, in terms of the crowd here, I mean, to put it in perspective for our viewers, get yourself a ticket if you haven't been to a game, because I'm sitting about 2 feet away.
Boreen looking for a hat trick here. Imagine how loud it would be if she scored.
And I'm sitting 2 feet away from you, and I can't hear Kenzie. I cannot hear you when this crowd erupts. I mean, chills all the way around.
Even in the intermissions, I mean, the music's going. I like to call it Club Bell just because the DJs are so great. Fans are out of their seats. They're dancing. The environment's all across the PWHL. The crowds make for exciting hockey and just a fun night out in your city.
We're dancing too.
Always. Requirement. Younglum trying to pressure off as Sophie Jakes goes for a change. The Frost getting it deep into Montreal's end. It's the third of 6 meetings between these 2 teams this season. They met just 5 days ago in Denver. Minnesota won 4-2. A strong third period push from them. Montreal beat them back when they first met on December 28th. That was a 3-2 win. Marie-Philippe Poulin with the game winner. Kristen O'Neill off the glass and out. Marie Murphy, another chip. She'll chase after it with under 7 to go here in the third period. Claire Thompson pressuring the Victoires. LaBelle loses the play, and Claire Thompson picking up speed. Here comes Thompson. For the Frost on the outside, making for a play in front. No one's home. Kept in the zone. Brooke Bryant trying to feed it back out in front. But the Victoire headed the other way. Alexandra LaBelle has support with her. Has Dalton. She'll shoot. Pass saved by Hensley. Cole Hensley hasn't played a whole lot this season. Maddie Rudy's done a lot of the heavy lifting. Rudy's played both games against Montreal this season.
And Ken, please spoke to us before the game, said it's nice to have her back and healthy as well.
Liz Shepard, seeing if she can help out in this board battle. To the blue line, Clarity. Far pass, Channel Watkins looking for a centering play.
And much like Erin Ambrose, you see Kayla Barnes just put that puck to safety. You've got a 3-goal lead, just touch it to the corner.
Sophie Jakes now with some room, looking ahead for Coyne Schofield. She'll turn it away.
And again, you're seeing that neutral zone play, just squeezing to one side of the ice. It's kind of a little bit of a hybrid of a 1-2-2. You can certainly see F3 playing a little bit higher right now. Defense pulling back through the dots. You see Keppel coming back.
It's Minnesota right now, sitting top of the standings. And a hot start to this PWHL season. Poulet now looking for her second. Lets the shot go just high. Goal already in this game on the power play.
Well, that's just an example of how good defensive structure leads to offense. They're in good structure defensively. They turn the puck over. Barine goes the width of the ice to give it to Poulin. Really nice play. Singing in this.
Is your song, Pounder?
Nope. But the crowd is singing it. The crowd is singing it. Let's hear it.
Good voices here at Place Bell tonight. Battle in the corner. To the blue line, Thompson. Looking to make a play. Maureen Murphy's going to have to get her stick back. She'll retreat to center as Poulin tries to feed it ahead on the breakout. Maureen Murphy with a break here. She'll go one-on-one. Murphy waiting for support. She'll draw to the corner. O'Neill calling for it as Murphy trying to let the shot go.
Claire Thompson, real nice job to make herself as big as possible there to take away that passing lane, give the shot to Hensley, and nothing squeaked through.
Out in front, Youngblood with the backhand. Nice play by the young Swede here. Montreal Victoire, 4-1 lead here late in the third period. All right, face-off drop and underway. Barine in the box for roughing. Britta Curl taking a look. Rose Lemmy drops it off, takes Kristen O'Neill down in the process. Thompson lets the slap shot go! She scores! The Frost score on the power play! Michaela Cava tipping it in. The Minnesota Frost get a huge goal in the final minutes of this third period.
Well, Cava's going to get her fifth, so she's going to get added to the list as well. And you can see this puck is going to work itself into the coverage, and there's going to be a little bit of interference at the top. Blaine's going to get through, and it's going to go out. Cava, she's in that high slot area. I think it's going to get redirected off her, but the quick is also net front, taking away the eyes of Anne-Renee Desbiens, who's down. And so you've got sort of a double stack there, but it was that high slot redirect by Cava that's going to get her fifth of the season.
First on the power play, Minnesota Frost now within 2. 3:44 remaining in this game. On the regroup, Poulin. The girls Lemmy laying her body against the boards. Jakes now connects to center. Coyne Schofield back out on the ice, takes a look. She'll feed it deep to the corner, has support. Rose Lemmy back to the blue line. Thompson lets the shot go just high. Rose Lemmy trying to find this bouncing puck. Coyne Schofield pushing it through. The puck's still loose, and the play continues. But Barine clears it away. Penalty on the way here. The official's arms straight up as Hensley touches the puck. So hooking is going to be the call. 4:02 remaining in the third period, and Montreal's going to go to the power play.
As you mentioned, it's going to be that stick infraction. It's going to be looking on Sophie Jake, so it's going to negate the earlier call. But look at that, it's just going to be right there on Abby Green, who's just gotten out of the box. And this is where her penalty came from the bench. And you see the throwing of the stick. We were looking for that as well. And Montreal, of course, giving up that power play goal against, and now get an opportunity to make good on it.
This power play is brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel Paper Towel. Power through tough messes. Victoire on the power play. Horn battle underway. Katie Taven seeing if she can help out. We stuck line right in the thick of it. Dubois on the far side. Points Schofield trying to pull it back. Ambrose along the blue line. 3 assists for her tonight. Her shot just wide. First, she had a 4-assist performance against Minnesota Frost last year to be the first player in the PWHL to record 4 points in one night. Ambrose on the power play. Starts the breakout. Here's Youngblom on the far blue line. Drops it off for Poulin. With the Poulin through center. Keeps it going. Spites colliding with Cava's stick. Kayla Barnes picks up the loose puck. She'll find Youngblom on the near side. Montreal in the zone. Youngblom out in front, trying to feather it ahead for Poulin. Under 40 seconds to go on the Victoire power play. About a minute and a half left in the game. Gardner fighting for position. Damien settles it ahead. Victoire off to Quebec City on Sunday. The takeover tour game against the Ottawa Charge. Minnesota will head home. Close out January at Xcel Energy Center. Himmelrova off the glass and out. Gives time for Katie Taman to chase after it. The Frost will go for a change.
You see Ken Play looking up at the score clock, knowing he's got to get Hensley out of the net now. He's got to make a push for it.
Victoire not able to win a shot on that power play. Comes Sophie Jakes to return to 5-on-5 play in the 4th minute of the third period. Calling for it. Sheldon lets it go. Pat save, rebounds in. A toe save by Hensley. My goodness, what a stop by the veteran goalie.
She's got to go.
Doing her part here late in the game.
They're calling her, but she doesn't see. They are calling her.
Ken Clee saying, come here, and there she'll go.
They were waving her in for a while. They're waving her in.
Chance here, Kelly Panic lets it go. So extra attacker on the ice here for Frost in the final seconds. Down by 2. Thompson calling for it. Heisey will hold, trying for a shot here. Trickle just behind the net. Boyd Schofield will pick it up. Heisey to the blue line. Thompson loads a high shot. Off the backboards. Boyd Schofield wrap-around play swatted away by Tatum. As the clock winds down, this crowd comes to life one more time. The pass battles, the shot lands, and the buzzer will go. The Montreal Victoire take down the Minnesota Frost. As the Victoire lead the way in the PWHL standings, they'll secure first place after this regulation win. The Frost couldn't keep their cool here tonight as Montreal comes away with the win, and they'll take first place. That'll do it for myself, Kenzie Lalone, Cheryl Pounder, Kelly Gregg, and the rest of us behind it in front of the camera. We thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.